Today, we're discussing a controversial topic, the top 10 rudest countries in the world. These rankings are based on various surveys, traveler experiences, and cultural stereotypes. It's important to note that these are generalizations and may not reflect every individual in these countries. Let's take a look at the countries that have gained reputations for their less than friendly demeanor. Number 10. Russia. Russia is often mentioned for its reputation of being cold and unwelcoming to outsiders. The stereotype stems from cultural differences in social behavior and communication. Russians tend to be more reserved and straightforward, which can come across as rude to more expressive cultures. However, many travelers also find Russians to be hospitable once they break through the initial stern exterior. The country's vast size and diverse regions mean experiences can vary widely, with smaller towns often offering more warmth than bustling cities like Moscow or St. Petersburg. Number 9. China. China's rapid modernization and dense urban centers contribute to a reputation for rudeness, particularly in cities like Beijing and Shanghai. The hustle and bustle can lead to pushing and shoving in public places, and spitting in public is a common sight. The cultural emphasis on efficiency and speed, combined with the sheer volume of people, can create a brusque environment. However, many visitors also note the genuine kindness and curiosity they experience from locals once they engage more personally. Rural areas and smaller towns often provide a stark contrast with a slower pace and more traditional hospitality. Number 8. France. France, particularly Paris, is often cited for its perceived rudeness, especially towards tourists. The stereotype of the aloof and brusque Parisian has persisted for years. This perception can be attributed to cultural pride and different social norms around politeness and service. Nonetheless, many visitors find that a few French phrases and a respectful attitude can significantly improve their interactions. Outside of Paris, in regions like Provence or the Loire Valley, the pace is slower and the locals are often more welcoming, showcasing a different side of French culture. Number 7. Germany. Germany is known for its efficiency and directness, which can sometimes be mistaken for rudeness. Germans value punctuality and order, and their communication style can be very blunt. This straightforwardness can be off-putting to those from more indirect cultures, but many also appreciate the honesty and reliability it entails. The cultural emphasis on precision and clarity means there is little room for misunderstanding, which can be refreshing once you adjust. Smaller towns and rural areas often display a more relaxed and friendly atmosphere compared to major cities like Berlin or Frankfurt. Number 6. United States. The United States has a mixed reputation when it comes to manners. Americans are often seen as loud and overly assertive, especially when traveling abroad. The cultural emphasis on individualism can sometimes come across as self-centeredness. However, the friendliness and openness of Americans are also frequently highlighted by visitors. The country's vast size means regional differences are significant. Southern hospitality contrasts with the brisk pace of the Northeast, and the laid-back attitude of the West Coast offers yet another variation. Number 5. Israel. Israelis are often described as being very direct, which can be interpreted as rude by those from more reserved cultures. The country's intense socio-political environment and high-stress lifestyle contribute to a no-nonsense attitude. Despite this, many visitors also experience warmth and hospitality once they get to know the locals. Israel's diverse population means there are many cultural nuances, and understanding these can greatly enhance interactions. The vibrant street life and dynamic social scene also offer opportunities to experience the country's unique blend of cultures. Number 4. Italy. Italy, particularly the more tourist-heavy areas like Rome and Venice, can come across as rude to some visitors. The bustling cities, crowded public spaces, and a more relaxed attitude towards service can be challenging for some. However, Italians are also known for their warmth and generosity once you move away from the tourist hotspots. In smaller towns and rural areas, the pace slows down, and the famous Italian hospitality shines through. The emphasis on family and community means visitors are often welcomed warmly once they engage with the local culture. Number 3. India. India's crowded cities and intense street life can be overwhelming and sometimes interpreted as rude. Pushing in crowds, aggressive bargaining, and a general lack of personal space are common. However, the concept of Atithi Devo Bhava still holds strong in many parts of India, leading to incredible hospitality. The country's vast cultural diversity means experiences can vary widely, with the warmth of rural villages often contrasting sharply with the chaos of urban centers. Understanding and adapting to local customs can greatly enhance the experience of traveling in India. Number 2. Argentina. Argentinians, particularly in Buenos Aires, have a reputation for being passionate and expressive, which can sometimes come across as rudeness. The cultural emphasis on machismo and pride can lead to confrontational interactions. However, many visitors also appreciate the warmth and vibrancy of Argentine culture once they adjust to the social norms. The country's rich cultural heritage and love for social gatherings mean that once you break the initial barrier, you are likely to be welcomed with open arms. The slower pace of life in rural areas and smaller towns offers a different, often more relaxed, perspective. Number 1. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia often tops lists for perceived rudeness due to its strict social norms and conservative culture. The rigidity around dress codes, gender interactions, and public behavior can be challenging for outsiders. However, those who understand and respect the cultural rules often find Saudis to be very hospitable and generous. The country's deep-rooted traditions and the importance of hospitality in Islamic culture mean that guests are often treated with great respect. The rapid modernization of cities like Riyadh and Jeddah is also bringing changes, blending traditional values with more contemporary lifestyles. And there you have it, the top 10 rudest countries in the world. These perceptions are shaped by cultural differences and personal experiences, so take them with a grain of salt. If you found this exploration of global manners enlightening, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more intriguing content from Nexus Nerds. Until next time, stay respectful and stay curious.